Hello again, everyone. Edwin Lerner back once again in this YouTube astrological segment. I'm going to be talking about Uranus square or opposition, the ascendant in the natal chart. Now, some of you may remember when I first started my YouTube astrology channel, I did a series on the aspects in the natal chart. They're a little bit concise. Some people may have referred to them as snappy. So what I decided to do is make another series on them, in which the videos would be a little bit longer and more descriptive. So anyway, first thing up is if you have Uranus square or opposite the ascendant in the natal chart, there may be difficulty finding the inspiration, which is Uranus, for new beginnings, which is the ascendant. Now, if the, let's say, if the ascendant is in Taurus as an example, new beginnings, may be done in a very methodical, deliberate, and plotting manner. It may involve geology, carpet laying, architecture, agriculture, farming, gardening, cultivation, banking, finance, art, or music as some examples. Now, also, too, another way these aspects may manifest in the natal chart is it may be hard to find energy and vitality, which is the ascendant, to attain goals and aspirations, which is Uranus. Now, let's say, for example, if Uranus is in Capricorn, now goals and aspirations may be tied in business, career-related endeavors in general, attaining greater social status, stature in life, and success. It could be a Capricorn-related field, whether it be architecture, construction, masonry, accounting, dentistry, information technology. Could even be general mundane work in some cases. Now, another thing too is that Uranus square or opposite the ascendant in the natal chart may also be expressed in, it could be trouble forming friendships, which is Uranus, those that were prominent in your early childhood, which is the ascendant. Now, thing is, let's say if Uranus is in Sagittarius as an example, those friendships, one or more may actually be a Sagittarius sun, moon, or ascendant, or simply embody the characteristics of the sign. It could be those that are expansive, optimistic, jovial, jocular, exuberant, enthusiastic, philosophical, religious, but at the same time may be foolhardy and self-righteous as well. And Uranus in Sagittarius, I would say, could also indicate some proclivity to form friendships with foreigners and those from another country. Now, another thing, too, is that, those same people, those friends, may not be overly beneficial in new projects and endeavors, which is the ascendant. Now, let's say, and it doesn't mean that they're necessarily be to your detriment in terms of new projects and endeavors, but they just may not be overly helpful in those matters, and they just may be away, from you when you want to embark on something new. Now, let's say, if the ascendant is in Aries as an example, new projects and endeavors may be done in a very spontaneous way, with little hesitation or procrastination, may be done impulsively. It may involve something associated with the military or sports, or it could be welding, arson investigation, something with law enforcement. It could be doing something with speech pathology or physiology as some examples. Also, too, there may be issues in terms of balancing activities with friendships, which is Uranus, and those that were prominent in your early childhood, and a grandparent, which is the ascendant. One may conflict with the other. It could be, that the time with your friends, may conflict with the activities with those that were prominent in your early childhood and a grandparent, or it could be the other way around. It could be a grandparent and those prominent in your early childhood. Those activities may clash with your friendships. So, now let's say if the ascendant, is in Gemini as an example, those people, prominent in your early childhood and even a grandparent, one or more of those people may actually be a Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant person, or simply embody the traits of the sign. It could be those. They're very mercurial, loquacious, adaptable, versatile, dexterous, restless, very animated, vivacious, but at the same time maybe contradictory, overly changeable, and may even have some tendency to gossip as well. Also, too, another way these aspects may be expressed in the natal chart is that, friends and people prominent in groups, clubs, and organizations, which is Uranus, may not be advantageous, always to your environment, which is the Ascendant. Now, going to the Ascendant in Taurus as an example. One may desire an environment that's very stable, peaceful, and tranquil. The Ascendant is in, say, the zodiac sign Cancer. One may desire some environment where, they just feel safe, secure, they feel at home, so to speak, where they're treated, basically like family, and environment that could be very nurturing and caring, as an example. And, if you have, say, Uranus and Capricorn opposing the Cancer Ascendant, you could understand that Uranus and Capricorn may attract friends, not only are just older, but those that might be somewhat undemonstrative or colder, maybe even callous to some degree, not quite, ones that are going to be overly caring all the time. So you could see where how that could manifest right there. Another thing about these aspects is that there may be trouble expressing ingenuity, which is Uranus outwardly, which is the Ascendant. Now, if you have Uranus and Sagittarius as an example, you may have some new or unique ideas that are connected with sports or the outdoors, religion or higher education, but there may, it just may be harder for you to express them outwardly, whether it's a reluctance in doing so, or whether it's, the issues trying to kind of put it into words and articulate it, whatever it might be. Also, to the outer demeanor, which is the outer demeanor and how you come across to others, which is the Ascendant, may not readily seem to be accepted by society and Uranus-related people in general. So it may be a little bit harder, for people with these aspects to kind of blend in with society for these reasons. And if you have your, Ascendant in Leo as an example, might be where you might come across as overly flamboyant or ostentatious. It may be difficult either for you, maybe for those reasons, to be blending in with society or being accepted, for who, what you're presenting outwardly as an example. And also, too, activities that are associated with altruism and selflessness, which is Uranus, or I should say, it may take much effort to find given motivation which is the Ascendant, for activities associated with altruism and selflessness, which is Uranus. Now, if Uranus is in Pisces, as an example, there may be altruism and selflessness expressed toward the less fortunate, which can include the hungry, the impoverished, the oppressed, and the homeless, as an example. Also, to these aspects can indicate, often not being open to new and unique ideas, which is Uranus, that may benefit the physical body and appearance, which is the Ascendant. If there's, if the Ascendant is in Scorpio, there may be a strong need at some point to transform the physical body, but you may not be always open to the unique and innovative ideas that could be used to do so, as such as innovative workout, exercise machines, I should say. It could be, as an example. And, you may be more, this aspect can indicate you're more of a traditionalist, or these aspects, I should say, could indicate you're more of a traditionalist, the true and the tried, as far as, things that would benefit your physical body and appearance, or maybe certain reluctance to try new things that would, enhance or augment, again, how you appear to others and how in the physical body. Anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, Edwin Leonard saying, stay well.